So this question is related to a current affair, because the question is like this: which of the following is are the sources of mercury? Now we know about Minamata Convention on Mercury, right? So now India is going to ratify that Minamata Convention on Mercury. So that's why we can expect a question on mercury or on Minamata Convention, right? So we need to know about the facts about mercury. Okay. So they have given that which of the following is are the sources of mercury, and they have given options as burning coal for power plants, then second, waste from industrial products like batteries, third, waste from medical devices like thermometers, and fourth one, smelting of gold. And select the correct answer using the codes given below. So now let us discuss the main points regarding mercury. So we know that mercury is the one of the metal which is in the liquid state at room temperature. So that's one of the main point regarding mercury, right? So that's why we are using that mercury in thermometers. Okay, so that we all know, that concept we all know because we are studying it from the basic class itself, right? So regarding mercury, mercury is considered as the one of the most toxic metals in the world. Okay, so mercury is considered by experts to be one of the most toxic metals known, right? So when this mercury is released to the atmosphere or to the environment, this mercury will accumulate in the bodies of animals. Okay, so by bioaccumulation, that will accumulate in the bodies of animals species, and then that will be transferred to the other animals through the food chain, and that will leads to biomagnification, and ultimately that will leads to that poisonous mercury will leads to humans also. Okay, so we know about that concept, and that concept is known as biomagnification, right? So once released into that environment, mercury bioaccumulates and biomagnifies up in the food chain and easily enters the human body and impacts the nervous system. Okay, so this mercury is one of the toxic metal, right? And this is the metal, rarest metal, which is mercury is the rarest metal which is found in the liquid states even in the room temperature. Now let us discuss the sources of this mercury, right? It is released to the atmosphere, okay, or to the soil and also to the water from a variety of sources such as burning of coal for power plants. Okay, so we know about power plants. In order to make the energy, in order to make the electricity, we are having power plants and they are using the coal. So by the burning of coals also, this mercury is released to the atmosphere. So burning of coal for power plants, waste from industrial and medical products like batteries, measuring devices such as thermometers and barometers. Okay, so we know that because of its this kind of nature, like at room temperature it is seen in the liquid state, we are using that mercury in thermometer, right? So in medical equipments we are using this. So when that medical equipments turned out into waste, that will also leads to emission of mercuries. Okay, and some industrial things like the batteries is also using mercury. So the batteries also it will emit mercury, right? Then from the extraction of some minerals also it will emit mercury. For example, gold process. Okay, so smelting of gold. Smelting means will be extracting the gold from there its ore, right? So from this extraction of these minerals, that will also emit mercury. So from the smelting of gold, it will be also emitting mercury. So that's also one important source of this mercury. Then in electric switches we are using this mercury. Okay, in lamps, including some types of lighting bulbs, we are using this mercury. So like that, there are lots of sources for this mercury. So whatever the sources you are getting, just note down, because then we can expect a question on sources of mercury. So regarding this mercury, you also need to know one main point. Now India is a signatory to Minamata Convention on Mercury, and India is going to ratify Minamata Convention. Okay, the question: which of the following are the sources of mercury? Burning of coal for power plants, obviously that's the correct statement, so we eliminated B. Then waste from industrial products like batteries, so that also we discussed, so second is also correct, so we eliminated A, C and A also. We got the answer 1, 2, 3 and 4 as answer. Okay, without going for the third and fourth also we got the answer. So just go to the third and fourth also. Waste from medical devices like thermometer, obviously that's also correct. Then smelting of gold. Okay, so from the extraction of some minerals also we were emitting mercury, right, like the gold, right. So fourth is also correct. So here the answer is D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. From all these are sources of mercury.